Alright everybody, welcome to the Chapter 6, Season 4 Shock and Awesome Ranked Strategy Guide. We are currently 95% elite. I believe we've played about 30 games, so we've been very consistent finishing top 10, top 5 in order to gain placement points, and I am going to show you how I've been doing. First thing I like to do is I like to stay on the battle bus almost until the very end. We thank the bus driver because that's polite. Turn around, look back that way, pop my glider right away, and now we're flying back towards the middle of the map. We want to see where the first ring forms, and we're gonna look for the part of the map with the smallest distance between the first ring and the storm. The ring tends to stick to that part of the map, meaning we will need to rotate less and we'll get farther into the game without having to encounter anyone. Basically, we are going to try to hide and see if we can get all the way to Storm 7 without having to get involved with any other players. So it looks like this is the area of the map with the smallest distance between the ring and the storm, so that's where we're going to start. Actually have a little loot path on this island, so we'll aim towards that island to start off this game. There's also hiding spots and fishing poles. I think we're probably going to do some fishing this game as well. We're not quite in the next ring here, so we are going to move up just a little bit. Trying to make sure we don't get seen by that person who landed on the turtles. Hopefully they're just going to loot up and move along. Early in the game, I'm really not concerned about weapons. Oh, there they are. See them? Are they in a tree? I can't tell. They might be in a tree. We're gonna hide out under this dock for a while. I'm hoping that they're moving away from the turtles, but I'm not sure. We are playing the one-shot strategy. When we play builds, we don't take shields, and we try and scrub off a lot of our HP in the storm, because you get a bonus to your rank based on the amount of damage you do to players minus the amount of damage you take from players. In build mode especially, I'm not very good at doing damage to other players, so I need to limit the amount of damage I take from players. So by not taking on shields and only having 10 HP, our damage difference can only be -10, and that has a very significant effect on the amount of rank percentage you gain. Alright, it looks like we've pulled ring again, so we don't have to move from our spot here under the dock. Alright, that gives us a little bit of time here. Alright, so I always start with audio. So we've got a U and an O, but they're in the wrong spot. South. How about south? Hey, there we go. Alright, we'll hide that again. 22 players left. We're Storm 3 going to Storm 4, and we're still here under our dock. The best thing about the new season? No more scanners. My number 2 favorite thing, Fizz. Fizz is back, and it allows us to sometimes try and skybase. Skybasing is fun, but I'm not particularly good at it, but we do try because it is fun. Okay, we're in Storm 4, so if we're gonna go fishing, we need to do that soon. And we want to go back into the storm for safety and fish there. First player to catch a fish. Am I the only one who fishes? It's so helpful. There it goes. There it goes again. Once we get under 25 health, we're gonna pop 5 bandages. Oop, I missed it. Alright, now we'll pop 5 bandages. We don't fish in the fishing holes when we're playing builds because we don't want shield fish, and we're not particularly concerned about weapons. All we want is white health. So all we want is floppers and small fry, and we're getting lots of those. Storm 4 going to Storm 5. We're still pretty close. Alright, we've got more fish than we're ever going to be able to use now. It takes 15 seconds to pop 5 bandages. So if you start popping around 17, 18 seconds, you'll get right back to 75, which is the most you can get. I started popping a little late, so we got to 72. Stack of floppers. We'll trade the fishing rod for small fries. Might as well eat one flopper. Oh, a med kit, nice. Let's wait until, move that. We don't want to take any shields, so we'll just use one of these. When you've taken 500 in storm damage, you get a storm sickness warning. When you've taken 600, you get storm sickness. Okay, so now we're in storm 6. We want to go there, dead side. So hopefully, and I think it's going to work, we're going to be able to find ourselves a bush dead side in storm 7 to enter the game. Don't lose track of your health, BushCampDad. There are some people close by. We are going to crouch walk. We do not want to visualize footsteps. No, medallion's coming closer. Okay, it's 5. Oh no. We want to scrub off some HP. We don't want that much health. Okay, we're very close to storm sickness now. There's 12 people left. That's more than I was expecting. Oh no, 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 no. Oh my gosh. I thought I was going to get myself with fall damage for a second. I'm really worried about this rotate. Alright, we're in the ring. We made top 10. We're not taking health because we want to limit the amount of damage we can possibly take. Alright, there's only 8 players left. Unfortunately, we used both of our shockwaves to make that rotate. Oh my god. Where did they come from? They just flew backwards through the... They were flying backwards and they came right into my box. I totally think that was by accident. We only had a negative 16 damage difference. Hey! There we go! 26%. Now part of that is going up to champion, but that was a big gain. That's good. I hope you enjoyed my Chapter 6 Season 4 strategy guide.